So Clay County fucked up, Todd fucked up, and whoever bought my first two properties fucked up. And you're all going to get hardship cases filed on you, every one of you. And I don't need a lawyer to file it either, by the way. I don't need an attorney. I'm a fucking elder. I am an elder. I'm over 60 years old. Guess what that is in the state of Kentucky? It's an automatic felony. Oh, I am an elder. I'm over 60 years old. If you fucking do anything to an elderly person in Kentucky, it's an automatic felony. Google it. Google it right now, fucking trolls. Do it. Cisco, Big Larry wants to know if you really believe the shit old Stinky tells you. Well, he sure as fuck does now, because now I'm in a hardship. That was these rental properties are the only fucking income I have, dumbasses. Todd doesn't realize it, but Todd is going to get a fucking lawsuit. Because all I got to do now is go to Clay County and get his fucking personal information, which he signed on the dotted line, and I can sue his fucking ass for hardship. I told you this numerous times. You can't take the very last thing a man owns, because then he can go into court and sue you. And let's be clear, my property is tied up in an estate through a court of law. The fact that Clay County put my liens out there for public consumption was a big no-no in real estate. Ask any real estate agent. Call a fucking real estate agent right now and say, hey, is tax liens that are tied up in an estate, can they just be put out there willy-nilly? The real estate agent will say, fuck no, they can't. You got to go to the court, and you got to get what's called a tax estate lien. Which and then when you get that lien, it covers all the properties at once, not just one. But my properties are tied up through an estate, through the district court of Clay County. They're not supposed to be out there for sale. So Clay County fucked up, Todd fucked up, and whoever bought my first two properties fucked up. And you're all going to get hardship cases filed on you, every one of you. And I don't need a lawyer to file it either, by the way. I don't need an attorney. I can file it myself. You notice he never showed the papers up close where you could read what it says. So, yeah. You know, he may have just been bullshitting. Of course, why would he drive thousands of miles just to bullshit, though? So, I mean, I don't know. But it doesn't matter. If he did, I already told you what's going to happen. The dumbass is an idiot. He thinks he can just, I even showed you, I even binged it for you, dumbass trolls. Hey, if somebody takes your shit, you can sue their ass. And that's exactly what I intend to do. You took the last thing I have. You took the only source of income I have. That's a financial hardship. I can't believe fucking Tom Nalicote is that goddamn stupid. He didn't fucking call a lawyer. He didn't fucking talk to somebody and say, hey, man, if I steal the last thing the man's got and put him in a hardship, can he sue me? They'll say, fuck yes, he can. Would you like me to bing it again, you dumbass trolls? I can bing it again for you. In fact, I will, because I know you fuckers won't believe it, so I'll do it again.
The Clerks County office should have at least notified you that someone was buying.
Well, the Clerks County office should have did a background check on Todd Nalicote and seen all these fucking hate videos he's made about me and say, fuck no, you ain't buying shit. You're a goddamn domestic terrorist. That's domestic terrorism. What the trolls do to me on the internet is called domestic terrorism. That's exactly what it is. You terrorized my family. Now you're just terrorizing me because I'm the only one left alive. And so you're terrorizing me. That is domestic terrorism. He should have never been allowed to purchase nothing. And I'm going to bring that up to Beverly when I go see her. He should have never been allowed. He's one of my haters on the internet. He should have never been allowed. He's a domestic terrorist. He should have never been allowed to touch my shit at all.
I think that's the person who I tried talking to when I called to stop Todd. But that's as soon as I mentioned Todd Nalicote's name, she hung up in my face.
Yeah, because they know what the fuck they did. They know they broke the law. My properties ain't supposed to be out there for sale. My properties are in an estate through the court, through district court. They're supposed to come into court in order to get those damn property liens. They can't just willy-nilly put them out there for sale to the highest bidder. There's no way that's fucking legal. No way. That's why I left the goddamn estate intact, but so that they couldn't do something stupid like this. That was the whole damn point of it. Otherwise, I would have dissolved the estate years ago.
Yeah, these trolls are fucking sick, man.
I told you they're domestic terrorists. And I guarantee you, any judge, any federal judge especially, is going to see it that way. Now, Todd Malico crossed state lines to purchase my properties. He's from Oklahoma. He's not from Kentucky, which means he crossed state lines to purchase my property, to literally hold them for ransom. That's exactly what he's doing. And so that is a financial hardship. That is, and since he crossed state lines, that makes it federal, not state or local or county. That's federal because he's from another state. So I call the feds and I say, hey, I'm filing financial hardship on this man. Have him arrested. And they'll do it. They'll fucking arrest him. See, Todd thinks he's made out of fucking Teflon and that he can't be touched. Well, I'm sorry, Todd. You can and you will. Because as soon as I get done with this live show, I'm calling the feds and I'm filing a financial hardship on you, motherfucker. Because anybody with a functioning brain knows that you did this to hold them liens against me as a financial hardship and as a means of terror. I don't think any federal judge would say otherwise. So you're in trouble, Todd. You don't realize it, but you're in deep shit, bro. All right. The question is, if you put someone in financial hardship, can they sue? And here is the answer from Bing. Yes, you can sue someone who owes you money. When someone keeps forgetting to pay you or flat out refuses to pay up, the situation could quickly become frustrating. You can take the issue to small claims court and pursue legal action if it fails between the minimum and maximum money thresholds under court rules. All right, that's not exactly what I wanted. Okay, Copilot says, Bing Copilot. Here, let me put it over here. All right, in general, someone can sue if they believe another person's actions have caused them significant financial and emotional distress. I can get you for emotional distress too, Todd. Oh, isn't that neat? However, the success of such a lawsuit depends on various factors, including the specifics of the situation. Well, holy fuck, he's on video holding the goddamn liens in his hand. So no, Todd, you're not going to win. You're not winning this case. Sorry, Todd, you're not winning. I got you on video holding the goddamn liens in your hand. Dumb fuck.
Yeah, you might want to clip that.
For instance, I already screenshotted it. For instance, if someone intentionally takes actions to cause... Listen, trolls. Are you listening, you fucking trolls? You're sitting there talking and not listening. For instance, if someone intentionally takes actions to cause financial and emotional distress, such as through fraud or defamation, the affected person may have grounds to sue. However, simply causing financial hardship without any illegal or malicious intent may not be sufficient grounds. Well, holy fuck. How many videos has Todd made? How many videos have you fuckwads made about me? Terrorizing my family, getting my mother and father killed, getting my wife driven insane, getting my kids taken away from me? Fuck yes. Fuck yes, I can sue. And I'm going to sue. I'm throwing you all in prison. And now I can do it. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Nothing. There's nothing you can do about it. I've got him on video holding the fucking goddamn liens in his hand. For instance, if someone intentionally takes actions to cause financial... Is Todd doing this intentionally? Yes. Is he doing it with malice? Yes. You dumbass trolls are idiots. Either that or you set Todd up to go to jail. I don't know. You do love to eat your own, trolls. So maybe you set Todd up to go to prison, I guess. I don't know. Not one of you dumb fuckers said, hey, Todd, wait a minute. He really can sue if you buy his liens. Not one of you told Todd that. Not one troll told Todd, hey, wait a minute. The man's right. He can sue if you buy his liens. Not one of you told Todd that. Maybe you want Todd to go to jail, just like you got John to go to jail on a technicality. Now you're going to get Toad thrown in jail on a technicality, I reckon. Because that's what's going to happen. Because he crossed state lines to buy them liens, baby. He literally drove across state lines. Several states, I think. I think it's 3 states. Let's see, Oklahoma, Illinois, Indiana. Yeah, Oklahoma, Illinois, Indiana, and into Kentucky. So yeah, he crossed 3 state lines to get here, to get those liens. So he can't say it ain't federal. It's federal. That's a federal offense now because he crossed state lines to get here. Someone can sue if they believe another person's actions have caused them significant financial and emotional distress. Boom, baby. Boom. All right, are we all reading it now? It's right there in black and fucking white, trolls. Not one of you told Todd, hey, wait a minute, he really can sue you, Todd. Don't do it, Todd. Not one of you told Todd that, though, did you? No, fuck no, you didn't. I watched I watched afterwards, the live chats. Oh, yeah, go get him. Go get him, Todd. Go get them liens from him. That was stupid. That was fucking stupid. Vaughn is a vortex of sale. Well, we'll see. We'll see. When I file a lawsuit against Todd and throw his ass in jail and take everything he owns, including his house, that'll be justice served, won't it? Vaughn is a coward. He did not show up at the courthouse. Todd didn't go to the courthouse. If he did, he would have been arrested. Because even Clay County's not stupid enough to let him go to the courthouse. That's why he avoided the courthouse. He went to the clerk of court's office. He didn't go to the courthouse. If he'd have went to the courthouse, they'd arrested his ass. Todd did do something. He bought the liens with the intent to hold them as ransom. That's exactly what he done. What happens if I come to your house and I take your kid and I hold on to your kid without giving it back, and then I call you and I say, well, you can get your kid back if you give me money? What is that? What is that, trolls? Is that legal? Can I do that? I went to your house, I took your kid, and I've got your kid at my house, and I said, you can get your kid back when you give me some money. What is that, trolls? You tell me. Is that legal?
Extortion.
Well, it's extortion and it's kidnapping. It's a crime. Okay, so when Todd comes to Kentucky, buys my liens, and then holds on to them and says, you can get them back if you pay me back, well, what is that? That's extortion. That's a form of it anyway. That's a form of extortion. He's not doing this out of the goodness of his heart. That's not why he's doing this. He's doing this to hurt me financially. And he's hoping that I won't be able to pay them back and I'll lose my property. That's what he's hoping, and that's what you guys are hoping. I've already recorded your fucking comments, trolls. I've got them recorded. You don't think I recorded your shit? Of course I did. I'm not stupid. Yeah, man. Take his property away from him. Take his kids away from him. Take his wife away from him. Take his parents away from him. I got y'all on video saying that shit. Well, what is that? What is that? That's terrorism. You literally terrorized my family. And now I'm going to sue the ever-loving dog piss out of you. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Nothing. That's emotional distress. You might want to Google that. Or better yet, you might want to call a lawyer. Because the lawyer is going to say, fuck yes, he can sue you. I don't care if it's a pair of fucking underwear. He's got them. He's holding them against me financially. He's putting me in a financial hardship, and he's doing it for malice with intent. Okay? That's the key thing there. He's doing it intentionally. It's not like he hasn't bragged about this for months. Okay, so he's not doing this on a whim. He's not doing it out of the goodness of his heart. He's doing it intentionally with malice. We've got his own videos saved to disk. I saved his videos to disk where he bragged about how he was going to do it and why he was going to do it. You guys are dumbasses. You think you can do whatever the fuck you want to people. Well, you're going to find out you can't. You're going to find out you can't. And shame on the FBI. Let me get that out there. Shame on the FBI for not busting up these terrorist organizations, these online terrorist organizations years ago, before my parents were killed, before my wife was driven insane, before my kids were illegally seized and taken away. Shame on the FBI. Cisco, you are abetting and aiding. No, you guys are aiding and abetting. You're aiding and abetting the emotional hardship and financial hardship on a person. And it's all on video. That's the beautiful thing about it. It's all on video. You dumbass motherfuckers. Now, like I said, apparently you want Todd to go to jail. Not one of you fucking trolls told Todd, hey, man, he really can sue you over this. Not one of you. I looked at the comments. Not one of you told Todd. Not one of you warned Todd about this. Said, hey, man, he can turn around and sue you for hardship. I mean, I showed it on the screen. I'm showing it on the screen right now. In general, if someone can sue if they believe another person's actions have caused them significant financial and emotional distress. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And since Todd crossed the state lines, he's from another state, that makes it federal. Not a state, not a county, not a local thing. It's federal because he crossed state lines. Look this shit up, trolls. I mean, it's not like I'm making this shit up. Did you think I was going to sit on my laurels and let you fuckers destroy my entire fucking life? No. Well, Toby Mickle, that's absolutely correct. Todd is an educator. He knows what vulnerable adult is. He knows that I'm in a vulnerable position financially. He's well aware of that. But see, Todd does not give a flying fuck. He did this for pure malice reasons. There is no question about that. Like I said, his videos are all over the place. Todd actually could be permanently charged with harassing a vulnerable adult. Exactly. In fact, let me tell you a little secret, trolls. I'm a fucking elder. I am an elder. I'm over 60 years old. Guess what that is in the state of Kentucky? It's an automatic felony. Oh, the Bond, you're lying. Okay, Google it, trolls. Let your fingers do the Googling. I am an elder. I'm over 60 years old. If you fucking do anything to an elderly person in Kentucky, it's an automatic felony. Google it. Google it right now, fucking trolls. Do it. The Frost thought they had me, man, and they did. They had me up against the ropes. I'm going to throw him out and take that property away from him and give it to good old James Arnold Frost. Well, we found out different, didn't we? Because then that suddenly they found the real will, not the fake one that James Arnold Frost had. And then suddenly, I'm not only the executor, but I'm also the administrator and the owner. And so, yeah, that all hit the Frost right smack dab in the face now, didn't it? So that's probably what the gods are doing. They're going to lure you guys in, let you believe you've won, and then bam, they're going to nail you, just like they did to Frost in district court. By the way, I reported the Frost for fraud. I already reported them, by the way. I already reported them for fraud because, when you get $32 million in cash, documents, jewelry, guns, and lawn equipment, you're supposed to notify the Social Security Administration. You're supposed to notify the Veterans Administration. And I guarantee you none of the Frosts reported anything about anything. And so you're supposed to report that. And if you got more than $2,000, which I showed you online on video, if you got more than $2,000, they take that shit away from you. Oh, yes, they do. So I went and reported them for fraud. Hopefully they'll go to jail where they belong. And then once they go to jail, trolls, who's next? Who's next after the Frosts go to jail, trolls? What have I told you from day fucking one? After the Frosts go to jail, who's next, trolls? Come on, who's next? The Frosts are going to jail for fraud. They never reported that $32 million to the Social Security Administration. They never reported $32 million to no fucking BA. I guarantee they didn't. They stuck it in an offshore bank account somewhere. Well, see, you got to report that shit. And then they take your VA away. Then they take your SSI and disability away. And you're left with nothing. Because you got to report that shit. When you've got more than $2,000, you got to report that shit. Oops, sucks to be the Frosts. They're going to jail for fraud. And then it's your turn next, trolls. You're next. See, you think you're winning. You're not winning shit. You're not winning a goddamn thing. You're losing, just like the Frosts are losing. But see, I keep my cards close to the vest. But I can tell you now, because I've done filed, the FBI's investigating, the fucking Social Security Administration's investigating. So your shit is cooked, man. Well, the Frost is, for sure. And then now I sue Todd for hardship. I sue whoever took the other liens. If it's Thumper over here, whoever it is, I sue them for hardship. And I win. I can't lose because any moron can see that these properties is the only thing I have left. And it's not legal to take a man down to zero. It's not. No way. No way in hell.